Most people who feel called to help others heal stay stuck for years because they think they need to be perfect first. But the truth is that you may already be more ready than you think. And in the next few minutes, I will show you exactly how to know for sure. I have guided thousands of people across more than 35 countries through this EMPR method, a trauma informed, neuroscience backed, spiritually conscious approach that helps people heal rapidly without reopening painful past memories. The real surprise is this: you can begin helping others safely and ethically even if you feel unsure, even if you're working a regular job, and even if your confidence is not where you want it to be. By the end of this video, you will know the exact framework that shows you whether you're ready to start your healing practice, how to begin part-time without risking your stability, and how to guide others without burnout or fear. I will walk you through the three-step practitioner journey so you understand the proven method, the expert mentorship, and the conscious entrepreneurship skills that removes the guesswork and help you start with clarity and confidence. Hi, I'm Manna Abraham, founder of Life Full Circle and creator of the Emotion Memory Pattern Release Method, a neuroscience based and spiritually conscious framework that helps people release trauma safely without reliving painful experiences. After more than a decade of helping thousands of people across 35 countries, I have learned that true healing begins when we move beyond survival and reconnect with our own life force. And that's what this channel is all about. Here you will gain insights, tools, and teachings inspired by the EMPR method to help you understand trauma, release emotional patterns, and lead yourself and others with clarity, peace, and purpose. I help coaches, therapists, and wellness practitioners grow into confident, trauma informed leaders who heal from within and create lasting transformation in the lives they touch. So, if you want to deepen your understanding of trauma, strengthen your skills as a healing practitioner, and learn how to create lasting transformation for yourself and others, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. I upload a new video every week. So, how do you actually know you're meant to be a healer? The simplest way to tell is to see how many of the 12 signs apply to you. If even a few of these resonate, it is a strong indication that this path is already unfolding within you. Here are the 12 signs. People are drawn to you naturally and they open up easily. You feel their pain deeply. You have been through deep emotional pain yourself. You often feel tired or overwhelmed. You are drawn to depth. You ache at the world's unfairness. You do not want others to struggle as you did. And eighth, you see what others cannot and you dream of helping. You're often misunderstood. 11, you feel you are meant for a bigger purpose. And the last one, you want to make a bigger impact. I created an entire video that dives deeper into each of these 12 signs so you can understand exactly what they mean for your healing path. You can watch it using the link in the description below. And tell me in the comment section below how many of these signs you checked off. Most people hear these signs and think, maybe, but I'm probably reading too much into it. No, you're not. If several of these signs resonate with you, especially 8 or more, it is one of the strongest indicators that you are already operating with the inner wiring of a healer. And here is what most people never realize. These signs don't show up because you're too emotional or too sensitive. They show up because the life you're living is no longer aligned with who you are becoming. This is why your job may feel heavier lately, why you feel bored, uninspired, or stuck in a plateau, why you find yourself questioning the meaning of what you do, or thinking more about purpose than paycheck. This is not burnout, it is misalignment. It is your inner calling trying to move you towards work that feels meaningful, impactful, and true to who you are. And once this starts to make sense, the next question becomes clear. If these signs are pointing you towards a healing path, how do you actually begin? These signs are not accidents, they don't show up in people who are meant to stay where they are. They show up in people who are quietly outgrowing their old life, old identity. When you feel disconnected from your work, when your days feel heavier than they used to, when purpose starts to matter more than paycheck, you are not losing motivation. You are shifting into a different level of awareness. This is transition. This inner pull happens when you have the emotional capacity, the intuitive sensitivity, and the lived experience to help others in a way most people cannot. And that is why the signs feel so intense. They are trying to point you towards the work you are meant to do, even if you don't feel fully ready yet. So, if this resonates, the real question becomes, what do you do with this awareness? How do you move from feeling called to actually taking the first aligned step? If you're feeling called to help others but still doubt yourself, that doubt is not a sign that you're unqualified. It is a sign that no one has given you a clear, safe, step by step way to begin. Most people who are meant to be healers never step into it because they think they need to be perfect, fully healed, or instantly confident. You don't. What you actually need is structure. Without a framework, of course, you will feel overwhelmed. Of course, you will question yourself. And of course, you will think, who am I to help someone else? I did that too. The truth is, you are not lacking ability, you are lacking a method. Once you have a way to guide others safely, ethically, and without re traumatizing them, your confidence grows naturally because you finally know what you're doing and why it works. So let's talk about the path. If these signs are pointing you towards healing work, what does it actually look like to start? That brings us to the three-step practitioner journey. So, if you are realizing that these signs might actually be pointing you towards becoming a healer or a trauma informed practitioner, here is the pathway that makes this real. You do not wait to feel confident, you build competence first. And confidence grows from the results you see. Here are the three steps to the practitioner's journey. Step 1 is to learn a proven results driven method. This is where the emotion memory pattern release method or the EMPR method comes in. It is a trauma informed, neuroscience backed, spiritually conscious framework that integrates the mind, body, and consciousness. And what makes it so unique is that it helps people release emotional trauma rapidly without reliving painful experiences, without re traumatization, and without depending on scripts or guesswork. This gives you structure, it gives you clarity, it gives you a way to help others safely even if you are starting part time. Step 2 is to learn directly from people who have walked this path before you. When you tap into experts who understand trauma, healing, and conscious leadership, you're not just learning techniques, you're learning how to hold space, how to stay grounded in intense emotional moments, and how to reach the people who need your work. This is what removes the overwhelm. This is what stops the second guessing. This is what makes you feel capable instead of confused. Step 3 is to get ongoing support in conscious entrepreneurship. Healing work is not a 9 to 5 mindset. You need guidance on how to build a practice that aligns with your nervous system, your purpose, and your values. You need to understand how to create impact without burnout, how to grow without abandoning your stability, and how to transition part time if you are still in a day job. With the right mentorship, you learn the ropes of conscious entrepreneurship and you begin to see how this work can fit into your real life, not just your ideal one. Now that you understand the practitioner journey, the next piece is crucial. How do you know this approach is actually safe, ethical, and effective? When most people think about helping others heal from trauma, they imagine going deep into painful memories, reliving the past, or opening emotional wounds. That is exactly what makes so many new healers doubt themselves. But here is what sets this path apart. The emotion memory pattern release method is designed to avoid re traumatization completely. Clients do not relive their past. They do not retell their stories. They do not get pulled back into the very pain they're trying to heal. because the EMPR method works with the mind, body, and consciousness at the same time. Emotional memories dissolve through the process itself. This is why results are rapid, why clients feel safe, and why you, as a practitioner, never have to push beyond your scope. You're working with a structure that protects both you and the person you're guiding. And once you see how safe and effective this is, the next question becomes, does it actually work in real life with real people in real situations? Let me show you. This approach has already helped thousands of people across more than 35 countries, and the transformations are real. Let me give you one example. Tia had spent years in therapy. She tried mindset work, energy healing, mentors, personal development, everything. Nothing touched the anxiety, the emotional pain, or the physical symptoms that kept showing up. She was getting sick, she developed tinnitus and vertigo, and her past kept resurfacing no matter how hard she worked on herself. When she found the emotion memory pattern release method, everything shifted. In her words, within 5 minutes, she felt completely understood. And the most powerful part is that she never revisited the core trauma. She didn't retell the story, didn't dig into the past, yet the emotional pain dissolved on its own. The physical symptoms calmed. Her relationships improved. People around her started asking what changed because the peace she found was visible. And Tia is just one story among thousands. So, if you are wondering whether this method really works, the answer is yes. Which brings us to the next step, how you can begin this journey yourself safely and part time. So, if these signs resonated with you and you can feel that quiet pull towards helping others heal, your next step is simple. You begin with your own healing. Before you guide anyone else, you learn to clear your own emotional patterns using the same emotion memory pattern release method. This is where everything shifts because the moment you experience the clarity and peace this process brings, you understand exactly why it works and how it works. You are not just learning techniques, you are transforming from the inside out. And once you have that foundation, you step into the practitioner journey. You learn the method, you gain structure, and you grow with the support of experts who have walked this path before you. You learn how to hold space, how to guide others safely, and how to build a practice that fits your life, even if you start part time while keeping your current job. If you are ready to explore this path, I created a free masterclass that walks you through the entire framework step by step. You will see real case studies and you will understand the EMPR method in action. And you will learn how to become a confident trauma informed practitioner without re traumatizing clients or compromising your own well being. The link is in the description below. If you are ready to start your trauma healing practice, you now have a proven path that shows you exactly where to begin, how to build confidence through competence, and how to grow safely without risking your stability. And with the emotion memory pattern release method, you have a trauma informed, neuroscience backed, spiritually conscious framework that is designed to help you create real transformation without re traumatization. It comes with all the support, mentorship, and structure you need to step into this work with clarity and confidence. Remember, this is a calling, not a job. It is purpose filled work that finally breaks you free from the feeling that you are meant for something more but not sure how to reach it. It gives you the opportunity to serve, to guide, and to create impact in a way that feels aligned with who you truly are. If this video gave you clarity, validated what you already felt, or reaffirmed your calling and purpose, please like and share this video. It helps more people who are meant to heal find the guidance they need. And if you need support or have any questions about the EMPR method or anything I discussed today, drop them in the comment section below. I read every comment. Make sure to subscribe if you want to deepen your understanding of trauma, strengthen your skills as a healing practitioner, and learn how to create lasting transformation for yourself and others. And the next video you should watch is the one where I show you exactly how to begin your trauma healing practice while staying financially grounded and secure, especially if you are still working a 9 to 5 job.